Be like, damn, slow down. I know you see a queen adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She been living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can catch us, she be moving too fast. She can't wait up, she be all in her bag.
Hey everyone coming in. How are you guys? Happy what is today? Thursday. I hope you guys are staying warm and feeling good. Let me go ahead and add my disclaimer really quickly. Let me just see who's all here. Hey AK, hey Misha, hey Mary Blue, hey Tracy. So before I get started, has anyone heard of what is going on in Memphis, Tennessee regarding a man named Brandon Isabelle, a baby girl by the name of Kennedy, and a mother named Danielle? Has anyone heard of this story? It's been going on since basically yesterday. I'll say it happened Tuesday, but it's been going on since yesterday, for real, as far as the details. So these are a picture of all three on the screen. Have you guys heard about this story? Before I get started, it's a really sad story. I'm not going to be on here long, but I wanted to at least get you guys up to speed just in case this gets added to the roster as far as stories that we're going to cover. Misha said yes. Hey, CC. Yes. Okay. So it looks like you guys have heard a little bit about what is going on. Now, this is a earth-shattering type of horrific type of story. I'll just put it like that. And that's the real reason why I won't be on here long, because it's not, although I talk about true crime on my channel, this is not something that I enjoy talking about on here. One second, guys. Sorry, that was my little baby. But yeah, so what took place was around 11 o'clock Tuesday night. The police was driving around in Memphis, Tennessee, looking for a suspected stolen vehicle, and they drove up on a Chevy Cruze. The Chevy Cruze window, driver's side window, was busted open, and the door was wide open, and laying on the ground was 27-year-old Danielle Hoyle. She, of course, suffered some gunshot wounds, and the gunshot wound was to her head, you guys. That right there is horrific. You have to be some type of monster to do this to a young woman. If you guys look on the screen, she looks way younger than 27. When I found out she was 27, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so much younger. Like, she looks like a little baby, in my opinion. And so the police, of course, found the next of kin. I know that's a trending topic on my channel because people seem to believe that if you're grown, the police don't contact family. But this police actually contacted the next of kin, and they have found out that there was a 2-day-old baby. She was a mother of a 2-day-old baby. So they were asking where the baby was, and the police told them that they did not see any car seats or anything in the back seat. They, unfortunately only have found Danielle. So Danielle's mother told them that, the baby's name is Kennedy, and that Danielle's mom said that the last that she has spoke to Danielle was on the way to take Kennedy to the doctor's office for some testing. Like I said, this was 11 o'clock at night. The baby's only 2 days old. That's not something that we don't really take our babies out. So it was really from my understanding, it was more of an emergency that was going on. Something may have been going on with Kennedy. So Danielle was taking her to the doctor's office for testing. Danielle's mom had tried to call her and she wasn't answering, but she chalked it up to maybe, she's still in the doctor's office, and we know how the reception is in hospitals. So they were completely shocked when they got the news about what was going on. And they had immediately wanted to find Kennedy because, again, there were no car seats, there were nothing. So an Amber Alert was issued, and Wednesday morning, everyone started to be on the lookout for this precious 2-day old baby. This baby was brand spanking new to earth, that like brand new. So once they continued their search, the police had reason to believe that Kennedy was not alive. They found a car seat by a dumpster next to a local Walmart, and they immediately actually questioned the man in the middle. The man in the middle, his name is Brandon Isabelle. He is a 25-year-old man from Memphis, Tennessee, as well, and this is the alleged father of Kennedy. Now, it is unknown if Danielle and Brandon dated. But again, Danielle's name is Danielle Hoyle, and she named baby girl Kennedy Hoyle. So that right there kind of lets me to believe that they were not together, because his last name is Isabel. Now, I'm just speculating. I don't know. This is still a developing story. So don't quote me on that one. But once he was questioned by the police, he did actually waiver his right to silence, and he did agree to speak to them. When he first spoke to the police, he basically said, and already right off the jump admitted to actually taking Danielle's life. But it was still unknown where exactly Kennedy was. Like, no one knew exactly where she was. So they continued to look, even though, as you guys know, there was some inclement weather. There have been storms all around. So they did not really know, where she was, and they still believed that she was not alive based off of the evidence or the information that Brandon gave them. So this morning, we actually got an official confession from Brandon, and this is the affidavit right here. And it basically reads, I'm going to read it on my phone because it's really small, but I'll post it on my community tab. If you are a member of my channel, you'll be able to read it there. But it reads, personally appear before me, blah, blah, blah. That's the officer's code and stuff on the first top line. It says, the first day of February 2002, in said county and within the jurisdiction of the criminal court, Shelby, Tennessee, one Brandon Isabel did unlawfully commit the offense of first-degree murder for an adult and first-degree murder for a child, perpetration of kidnapping, especially aggravated kidnapping, and tampering with evidence. And the reason why they said tampering with evidence is because we know that he did take them out around for a little bit, from Wednesday until today. Not take them around as far as like drive them around, but he wasn't telling everything immediately. It says, on February 1st at approximately 11 p.m., Officer Sutton was patrolling the area of Sedgwick and Levi looking for a possible stolen vehicle. During his patrol, Officer Sutton located a tan Chevy Cruze with Tennessee tags parked on the road with the driver's side window broken out. Officer Sutton ran the tags, which showed the vehicle registered to Danielle Hoyle at her address. Officers were dispatched to the address where family advised that they had not heard from Danielle and that she had left the house earlier with her 2-day-old daughter. While officers were making contact with the family, Officer Sutton discovered a female lying outside of the vehicle off the road with an apparent GSW to her head. The unknown female was pronounced deceased on the scene. The description of Danielle Hoyle given by her family matched the deceased family or female found outside of Danielle Hoyle's vehicle. Brandon Isabel, the 2-day-old child's father, was developed as a possible suspect and was detained for questioning. Brandon Isabel was advised of his rights and waived his rights, agreeing to speak to the police about the death of Danielle Hoyle and the whereabouts of the 2-day-old daughter. During questioning, Brandon Isabel admitted to luring Danielle to the area of Levi and Sedgwick and shooting her. Brandon Isabel then admitted to taking the 2-day-old child out of Danielle's vehicle, driving the child to an island park and the Upper Mud Island boat ramp, where he tossed the child into the Great River Delta. This offense occurred in Memphis, Tennessee. So that is the affidavit of what his signed confession was. That is what we know now. And a lot of people, like we said, this story goes deep because a lot of people want to know why. Why would you do this to a mother? Why would you do this to a 2-day-old baby? What did they do to you? And mind you, we're not asking this. One second. One moment, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My daughter was calling my name. I had to check her real quick. Okay. So a lot of people wanted to know exactly what would be the reason. Like, what is the reason that you would do this to a child and to a mother? Now, just a side story, I want to give you a little bit of details about Danielle. Danielle actually has another daughter. She's a 10-year-old girl. 10-year-old means that she knows exactly what's going on. And Danielle's mother spoke out and said that this baby girl, this 10-year-old daughter, I have her photos, but I'm not going to post them. You guys are more than welcome to look on Facebook and see. But the daughter has been crying and wanting her mom and her little sister. Now, with her being 10, she was fully aware that her mommy had a baby in her stomach and that mommy was going to give her a little sister at 10 years old. I mean, I can still remember when I was 10. So I know that she was competent enough to know that something is wrong because she only knew her baby sister for 2 days. So this is heartbreaking because it goes deep. But just to add some more information about Brandon, Brandon also has a son, an older son, that he left behind too when he made this disturbing, evil, malicious decision to take not only his own child's life, but her mother's life as well, leaving his son and Danielle's oldest daughter to be by themselves without parents. So, with that being said, a lot of people want to know why. Why did Brandon do this? Well, there is an alleged rumor. I cannot confirm this that he because his family has spoke out and said that he was a quote unquote good guy and this isn't like him. And attached to that rumor is that he was allegedly married and he did not want his wife to find out that he had a baby. It is alleged that he told Danielle that he did not want this baby with her. And for that reason, he took their lives. Now, I cannot confirm what exactly um how true this is and how deep this goes. I did look for the said wife. I even looked up public records and I couldn't find anything, but I'm not really sure because I don't know exactly where he lives. Like, I don't have all the information just yet, but I cannot confirm if he has a wife. And even if he had a wife, why were you cheating on your wife? Why? So it's a very heartbreaking story that I really wanted to quickly come on here and talk to you guys about because a lot of people have been trying to piece together the little bit of information. The story was all over the place. Some people still thought it was an active Amber Alert, but it's not. We are currently looking for the remains of the baby, but it is alleged that he tossed her in a body of water, which they still cannot confirm. Love Christina said him and the wife were separated, but he did have a girlfriend. Okay, so he allegedly has a wife that he separated from and a girlfriend. So who was it that he did not want to allegedly find out that he was fathering a child? Like, this story is becoming something crazy. I cannot, like, dude. And for the family to say that he was a good guy, I'm just trying to figure out what makes you a good guy? Because good people just don't do stuff like this. And then, like I said, the little details matter. And the fact that she has a GSW to her head, like, what execution, really? Fucking sick. No, they have not found the baby as of yet, India. No, they are still looking for the baby. There's some inclement weather. It's really cold out there. So they are, it's taking them a little bit longer, but no, they have not found this baby. No. Okay, so he was separated from his son's mother. They hadn't divorced yet. And then he has allegedly an active girlfriend. This is just ridiculous. His mugshot looks evil. It does not look like someone that was remorseful, to say the least, in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen just so you guys can see. But he didn't look remorseful. I don't know what this is, but it does not look like someone that deserves anything less than the death penalty, in my opinion. And I'm not someone that really advocates for that, but what he did is evil. Let me share my screen. Yeah, they said it is in the Mississippi. No, so it's not possible. They had already announced this yesterday, that they had reason to believe that she was not alive and that they were looking for just her remains. They had already said that yesterday. So I think the police automatically knew, or already knew more. They were just waiting on Brandon's official confession. But they already had reason to believe that she was not alive. That's why they canceled the Amber Alert. They just still have not found her remains. If you guys can see my screen, then you guys are able to see that this on the right hand side is Brandon, and this is his mugshot, and he just looks evil. He really looks evil. No, he wasn't smiling. He just looks evil. So no, he did not turn himself in. He actually, you might have to rewind it, but no, Danielle's family automatically had listed him as, one of the people that she was around, because it was, of course, Kennedy's father. And we can confirm this with this Facebook post that is on my screen right here. Let me remove your comment real quickly. As you guys see, Danielle was talking to one of her family members and was like, "Are you ready to get her now?" And the family member was like, "Yeah, because all she's gonna do is sleep for now." And Danielle said, "Yeah, that's all she's been doing. Her and Brandon knocked out. I ain't been yet." So we know that the baby has been around Brandon and that they were together. So it wasn't a situation where she was keeping the baby from him or anything like that. This story is still developing, but people have reason to believe he did what he did because of a lover, basically, not wanting the lover to find out. But when the family told the police that, she was last seen with Brandon, and that they knew that she was going to take the baby to the doctors because of some testing, allegedly, they did automatically take him in for questioning, and that is when he confessed. Crimes like these are just so unnecessary. Just leave the baby girl. Yes, exactly. A 2-day-old baby. You left behind your son. You left this girl's 10 year old daughter who cannot stop crying and asking for her mom and her little sister. You left all this behind for what? Like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. But really, what really floored me was this alleged rumor about him having a girlfriend or a lover and not wanting them to find out. Like, it makes no sense. It makes not a lick of sense. So that is all that I have for you guys now. I am still just waiting on the developing story. He is in jail right now with no bail, and he will go up for arraignment tomorrow. So they are wasting no time in getting this mother effer. He has no bail, and I hope it stays that way. And I hope this trial is swift, even though it doesn't matter, because it still will not bring back these two people. It will not. But hopefully we get a tap into what exactly transpired in the confession. It didn't show that there was any issue, especially because he lured her into this random area on the side of the road. It's like, she clearly trusted him. This is her child's father. There was no, in my opinion, why would you be out at 11 o'clock at night if you beefing, you know what I'm saying, and your baby's 2 days old? Like, this was definitely something that she was comfortable in seeing him. It wasn't no room for concern in her mind. So I don't know. This is all alleged. We're still piecing together everything, but I wanted to come on here and just tell you guys what the rumor was, and hopefully we have more details. K-Bine, you said he what? What do you mean he what? Oh yeah, he lured her to the side of out. So this is where it's confusing. We get a little bit of cross details. He already confessed in his confession that he lured her, to the side of the road to meet with him. The mother already said the reason why she was out of the house to begin with was because she was taking the baby to get some testing. We don't know if it was an emergency or what, but it seems to be an emergency because it's 11 o'clock at night. You don't take your baby, especially 2 days old, out for no testing, standard testing during those hours. So yeah, but the window was busted. So I don't, that's another key piece, is like, why did you bust the window? Was she not letting you come to the car? What was it? Why would you do something like this? But we know that the baby, the baby's not, no, not still alive, because they found her car seat outside a dumpster, outside of a local Walmart. And he said that he tossed her in a large body of water, and they are having inclement weather right now. So this is one of those stories that is so hard, because you don't have the right amount of words. No, and there is no good answer. There is no good reason. But if this story about him having some type of significant other that he didn't want to find out, or that he was upset because she kept her baby, that takes the cake for me. That makes it even worse. So I'm going to continue to fill you guys in on this story as I get the details. And I will catch you guys in another video at another time. Bye, y'all. Stay blessed.
And thank you. Oh yeah, thank you, Ms. Marcel. Yo, all props to you. And just you keep doing what you're doing. And you got a voice. Keep doing what